Hey there everybody, this is Gary from Constricted and Addicted. Today we're going to show you how I am socializing my Sulphur Banded Asian Water Monitor from Mike Stephani at Mike's Monitors. So stick around because there's not a whole lot of relevant information that I have seen. There's some stuff that I found on YouTube that works, but really it's been listening to Mike and how he likes to see his monitor socialize. So as you can see, I am sitting in a box that I've created, and Bandit is now just kind of acclimating to the box. He does this every time. I do not interact with him, so stick around and we'll show you what happens. Everybody, hey, again, welcome back to the channel. I really appreciate it. This is going to be a different type of video because typically what I do is reticulated pythons, right? Well, I have ventured into the world of monitors and I really, really love the monitors, but they're way different than working with reticulated pythons. Reticulated pythons are pretty much plug and play, right? Some of them you're gonna have to work with, but a lot of the reticulated pythons that I have gotten over the years have been, less work. They're pretty much hands-on. Within a couple of weeks, you've got yourself a really, really nice pet. In this case, it's a lot different. Monitors, I've got 3 of them, and each one of them has not been that kind of interaction. I've had Bandit here since he was just a few months old. I did the unboxing video for him. He came out of the box, super, super awesome animal, right? But then I didn't listen. And I ended up taking him into the bathroom, and I ended up taking him into the kitchen, and I found out later, that's monitor poop and it stinks. But I found out later that that was not the right thing to do. I explained to Mike what I had done. That was cute. I explained to Mike what I had done, and he had told me, no, that is not what you do with your monitor. You sit with your monitor while it is in its enclosure. That way the monitor gets to know you. Monitors, when they are born, when they are small, they don't have confidence. They are little guys in a big, big world. And this guy here, as you can see right now, we have got a super great relationship. He's come around so much since I've worked with him, but there's still a lot of work to do with him, and he's 7 months old. But I waited probably close to 4 months before I picked him up. And this is what I'm getting from listening to Mike. What I do with Bandit is, right now, I bring him into here. And this is a little, close to 8 foot by 4 foot box that I have for me and him. And when I bring him in here, I do not interact with him. I let him interact with me. And it's just been so rewarding on the socialization part. He trusts me. He is becoming super interactive with me, but I cannot force the interaction. He's still a baby. He's still small, but his confidence is just growing and growing and growing. I'm really just loving the way that this is coming together with Bandit. But as you can see, he still wants to kind of get away. He is looking for a way to get out of this box. But what happens, he walks around, he realizes he can't get out, and then he starts to interact with me. And then when the interaction with me starts, then it's more of a, hey, you're not a bad guy. I can handle this. And the more that we do this, the more that interaction grows. Now, like, I have not tried to pick Bandit up at all while we're sitting in here. And he's already climbed on me twice. He's still walking around trying to figure out, what's going on around here. Every time we come in here, he's got to figure out that there is no way out. But here we are. He has come to me. He's just a beautiful animal, you guys. And this right here is what I have been waiting for. And it's just taken time and patience, consistency, and direction. I have my own way of wanting to work with this animal, and there's people that have worked with him countlessly, and what they're doing has been correct, and they've been trying to tell me, don't do it that way. Be patient, sit with your monitor, be with your monitor, don't take him out of his enclosure. One of the things that I've been struggling with to this day, and we'll see Bandit's out here, he's still trying to get on the back wall because he knows he can climb it. He knows that he can get a part of it. So very smart animal, very smart animal. But I wanted to take him out of his enclosure, but what I had to do was sit with him in front of his enclosure, leave him in his enclosure, just work with him. Just put my hand in there, let him know that I wasn't a threat. And it didn't come overnight. This has been a process. Let me tell you, a process. In some cases, it's like, well, why does this take so long, right? And the thing is that they're extremely, extremely smart animals. And they don't just give you trust. You have definitely got to build that trust with them. You've got to earn their trust. You have to, basically, they have to learn that you are not a threat. And I think we are starting to get to that point now that Bandit understands that I am not a threat. So, I'm going to start posting more videos like this with Bandit. We have a long way to go. I still don't take him out of this box. We are in his room, and his enclosure is right over there. So he's very familiar with where he is at right now. He is not freaked out, but as you can see, he is getting so super comfortable with me, and I'm glad that everything is going the way it's going for this video, because there's times we get in here and it's not like this. It's I come out of this thinking, man, did we just take 2 steps back? And then I see this and I'm going, no, we didn't. He is just such a wonderful, wonderful animal. So if getting a monitor is something that you are thinking about, you might want to just pay attention to this. There's lots of good videos out there about socializing monitors, and I certainly don't know a whole lot of what I'm doing, but I can tell you this, that not interacting with your monitor when you first get it is probably the best thing you can do. If you just trust the process, right? And if you believe that eventually they're going to come around, they're going to trust you, they're going to gain confidence, they're going to respect you, and you have to respect them in the long run, what you will have is this amazing pet that wants to be nothing but your friend. And it's way different than a reticulated python. Now, to me, reticulated pythons are the smartest animals that you can have, as far as I'm concerned, for the reptile world. But after owning a monitor, I mean, they're a little bit more difficult to work with, but they are, if not more, rewarding. Not that I'm going to get any more monitors, but this right here is, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. And if I'm going to throw a plug out there for anybody on monitors, it's going to be Mike's monitors. It's going to be Mike Stephani. Mike did not try to sell me a monitor. I had questions. And when I went to Mike and I called him, he had absolutely just sat with me basically for about an hour and talked monitors to me. He wanted to make sure that I totally understood what I was getting myself into. So there he goes. See, he's got this curious mind, and he just wants to get out, right? So when he does things like that, it still shows me that we're not 100%. We're not there yet, because you know, he trusts me, but he's still thinking, hey, I can get out of here. So Mike Stephani, I'll tell you what I got. It's not a cheap monitor. Mike is one of the, I'm sure he can correct me on this, but I think he's one of the only people in the United States working with Sulphur Banded monitors. And beyond that, the quality of the monitor, the way it looks, the way it acts, the way its confidence level is building, it's doing everything that Mike said it would. It's just me. I am not doing everything I said I should have been doing. So again, this is going to be a series. We don't know how long this is going to go, but this is definitely going to be more content for me to put on the channel. So you guys, I appreciate you watching. Hopefully my monitor socialization videos will help somebody out. I also have a black throat monitor, and I have a Savannah monitor. The Savannah monitor, I'm starting to believe that animal is it's just got an attitude problem, and I know when to pick it up, when not to pick it up, and it's getting better, right? Like he wants to bite, and when he bites, it's like a pit bull. He doesn't just bite he bites to rip, and it's just not a fun experience. So I don't like to hold him too much, but I do hold him. But my black throat monitor is a baby. Oh, hi, bud. I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. My black throat is a baby. So what we're doing with the black throat right now is just, it's in its enclosure. We're feeding it. We are making sure that it doesn't feel threatened. Again, you know, I got it and I was playing with it, and I was bringing it into this box, and I was just letting it do the same thing that Bandit was doing, but the results I were getting were way, way different than if I just allowed the monitor to just sit and be. So this is what I get. You know, I make sure I don't get claw marks to the face. That's the big thing. So, you know, again, you guys, thanks a lot for the support on the channel. I totally appreciate it. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.